Hey everybody, and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Tony Denmark. I am a rising junior this year, and I am majoring in biology on a pre-medicine track. I'm also a student athlete. I run track and field, and I'm involved in various, I don't know if that's the right word. I'm involved in a variety of clubs and activities. So as you can tell, this video is just tips before starting school, whether you're a freshman or if you're already used to the game and you just want some tips. So I kind of have some sticky notes right here of just things to keep me on track to tell you guys what I recommend. So the first thing that I recommend is to get organized. This goes along with getting ready for school when you get your school supplies and all that. For example, me, I just moved into this apartment, and I was slowly getting furniture throughout the summer. So I finally got everything, and these past couple of days I just been kind of organizing my desk here and stuff like that. You know, I got my printer over there, and you know, just little things like that. I have a bunch of school supplies from leftovers from last year, and I go yard selling. That's where I get my furniture from usually. This is some good stuff you find. Anyway, and I just found a bunch of school supplies, so I didn't even have to pay anything new. You know, I didn't have to buy anything new, which is great. But anyway, get all that stuff organized. Get it before class starts, and you'll be good. One thing that I just ordered off of Amazon was a daily planner. So last year I've been focusing on trying to get a good schedule going, and on my phone I have, you know, just the regular Apple calendar, whatever, and it tells you hourly. So I kind of just been putting things in there of like appointments or classes or whatever, just to keep you on track. And honestly, it's been helping me really nicely. My first year I tried to do it, but I never ended up doing it because I didn't really know how, as dumb as that sounds. But I'm finally figuring it out, and it's helping me a bunch. So you gotta give that time. So yeah, I would recommend a planner to get you organized with your classes and all that stuff. My second tip to you guys is to make friends. As scary as that is, you can make friends anywhere. You can make friends with people in your major. You can make friends during orientations, or you know, just get to know me activities around campus when classes is starting and all that. If you're in a sport, you are pretty much set, because that's your family, at least in my experience. And then, you know, there's clubs and all that, so get involved. Don't be that person to just go to school and just do your classes and go home or go back to your dorm. You gotta have some fun with this. That's what I recommend. Make some friends, and honestly, it'll be very useful in the future. For example, during orientation, you know, when you're asking people like, hey, what's your name, what's your major, blah, I met this girl, and she was the same major as me, and during the first week of classes, I didn't have my biology textbook just yet, and I was able to text her because I got her socials, and she let me come over and take a picture of her textbook. So that came very handy, which is why you should have friends. Speaking of textbooks, this brings me to my third tip, is to save money on your textbooks. Do not ever pay full price for this, because we are all broke college students and we can't afford that. Most of us can't. So I recommend you looking at different options to getting your textbooks. You can rent on Amazon. That's what I do, because typically it's like $20-$30 just to rent for like 6 months. It's a really good deal, rather than paying the $200 that it typically is. You can do that. You can search online for free PDFs of it. I found like I was successful with that like twice, and they were math books. So I'm not sure what else is out there, but I'm sure there's plenty. You gotta just do your research. You can look on Slug. I think it's called like Slug Books or something like that. I did buy my biology book off of that website. I found it for pretty cheap, and I bought it, and I ended up selling it. Actually, I bought it for like 100 and I sold it for 70, just because, I don't know, I probably could have sold it for 100. So basically that was like $30 if you think about it. So yeah, just don't buy them full price. Nah. My fourth tip, I believe, yeah. My fourth tip is to work on good habits. So this could mean creating new habits that are good and productive for you, or it could mean eliminating bad habits. For example, I eliminated me watching Netflix and YouTube all the time because I used to do that nonstop, and my first year I do that when I get bored of studying, and I just found that to be way less productive and me getting bored very easily, very fast, and I just wasn't productive. So that's a habit that I worked on. Another habit I worked on was the planner, like I was talking about earlier. I've gotten good at planning my days out, so that's a good one. And just like little things, little physical things too. Like I make my bed every morning, and that's something that I never used to do, but I just do it. You know, just things like that. Keep your space clean. When my space is clean, I'm more motivated to study and stuff. So, you know, practice those good habits. You know, do your research too on what will get you being more productive and all that. My fifth tip, I believe, is to find your classes the day before or a couple of days before, whatever. This will be very helpful when you're looking for your classes. You don't want to be that noob looking freshman trying to find their classes, get lost, walks into class late. You don't want to be that person. Rather you are a freshman, or if you're not. You know, just walk around with your schedule, get a friend, and find your classes together, and the next day or whenever you start classes, it should be much smoother. That's what I did. People were impressed, like other freshmen. They were impressed. I knew where I was going. I don't know what number this is. This might be 6. If you are an undecided major, or if you're in a major and you're not sure about it, you got time. Don't stress about it. You just go through college, get your general education courses out the way, and you just figure out what you want to do, you know? There's not really a rush, but typically you want to know what you're doing by your sophomore year. You can always switch. That's not a problem. You just may be in school a little bit longer if you wait too late, but I just want to tell you not to stress. I hadn't changed my major because I'm pretty firm on what I want to be, but I have lots of friends who did multiple times in 1 year, so it's completely fine. Then another one, I think this is 7th or maybe, is if you got questions about your major or about campus life or anything like that, you don't always have to email your school resources about that. Email upperclassmen. For example, if you go to Walsh, you can always DM me. I always put my Instagram in the comments. Just ask me a question or anything like that. If you see upperclassmen, just be like, hey, can I get your Snapchat or whatever, and can I ask you a couple of questions later when you got time? Do that, because they've been through it. And that doesn't mean to not email your school resources, because I do that all the time and I'm sure they're annoyed at me, but I'm just saying that's a good resource right there. And finally is to take care of your mental health. College can be mentally draining, emotionally draining, for some people physically draining. Speak from personal experience, I've been through a lot these past 2 years and I made it out stronger than ever. I am thriving. Tips for that is to take breaks when you're studying. You don't have to study for 4 hours straight non-stop. Take breaks, girl, boy, whoever you are. Treat yourself out. Since Crumble Cookies opened up, I've been treating myself out for every little thing. And it's honestly a bad habit that I need to break out of, because their cookies are not cheap, but they're good. So just treat yourself out. Get you lunch, get you dinner, whatever. Don't go on a big shopping spree, because like I said earlier, we're broke college students. We don't got money for that. Don't be too hard on yourself. Everybody is in this together. Going through the same thing, just slightly different experience, but we all have our struggles. You're not the only one, trust me. I can talk to you about all my struggles in every category you can think of. So just don't be too hard on yourself. You got this. I got this. We got this. If you're freshly starting college, I want to wish you good luck. Stay strong out there. Keep pushing until the end. That's what I've been doing. I'm still pushing, and it gets hard, but you just got to keep going, all right? Thank you guys for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more videos like this. And yeah, you get the point. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.